Firstly, congratulations. This is a really exciting time of your life that you're heading into. Through these videos that we're going to run, we want to guide you through your pregnancy well, keeping your body fit and active and looking after yourself and your child and maintaining a healthy and comfortable pregnancy throughout the whole time. So in this video today, we're going to run through 5 exercises that are important to do for your first trimester, as well as run through the not to exercises. So if we begin, it's important during your first trimester to maintain your fitness well. It's the trimester where you feel the most tired and the most fatigued, but it's important that walking is something that is a part of every single day. You might start with only 15 to 20 minutes, but as long as you can maintain that regularly, you're doing very well. As you go each week, if you can try to increase your time of walking or your distance by a couple of minutes, couple of hundred meters, you're doing well. If you'd like to consider swimming, particularly living in Moree or nearby towns, it's a very good idea. It keeps your body loose and you'll keep fit and feel fresh at the same time. The next 5 exercises that we're going to run through help to maintain strength through your body, which is important during your pregnancy, and also maintain the length of your muscles so that you're not feeling as sore and as tight. So the first exercise, your pelvic floor exercises, is so key as a woman now during your pregnancy, but also into the future. So we're going to run through that step by step in just a moment. To understand it a bit more, I want you to picture what the pelvic floor looks like. So if you can picture a muscle that starts right at the front at your pubic symphysis bone and runs all the way around the back to your tailbone, it's a muscle, if you put your hand through, is this big. It's as big as your hand. So it's quite a large muscle which supports all of your organs there and allows you to have control and allows you to feel strong. So we want to run through this as this is an exercise, as this is a muscle that weakens during our pregnancy with the weight of your child as it grows, pushing down on it. So to begin with, I'd like you to hop onto a chair and find yourself in a position right at the front. So sitting up tall is important at the start because if you're slouching, those muscles shut off straight away. So find yourself sitting tall. In this position, I want you to think about 2 passages. Your back passage, which stops you from farting, and your front passage, which stops you from weeing when you don't want to. So we're going to run through it and have a go at first contracting your back passage alone. So sitting up nice and tall, take a deep breath in to relax. And as you breathe out, slowly control and contract your back passage so that it's gently closing. Hold it for a couple of seconds and then allow it to release and open up again. We'll have a go again at doing it with the front passage. So sitting up tall, deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, controlling the front passage as if you're stopping from weeing, hold it gently and relax. So if you could feel that there was a slight bit of movement across that area, you're doing well. If you felt that you were tensing and lifting in your seat, most likely you were using your bigger muscles, which are then stopping your inner muscles from contracting. So you want to relax your legs and relax your knees as much as possible. Let's have another go and just combine your back passage with your front passage. So taking a deep breath in and sitting tall. As you breathe out, closing your back passage gently, closing your front passage gently, and together just holding that. Holding it as long as you comfortably can, and then slowly let it go. So it's an exercise to work on and to build up how long you can hold it for. This exercise, your pelvic floor, we're going to use throughout all the rest of the exercises. We're going to be turning it on when we're moving or when we're still. Let's move on to another exercise, your squats. So squatting during your pregnancy is important because you're getting a lot more weight that you're going to carry throughout and you need somewhere in your body to support that change. So squatting strengthens up your quads, your glutes, and also your core and your lower back muscles. So if we have a look at that, it's good to do with a chair behind you because it gets your position better. So have a chair behind you, feet underneath your hips, and then you're going to have your arms in front for balance and you're slowly going to lower. So you're dropping your bottom back towards the seat and then squeezing your bottom, squeezing your pelvic floor and coming back up. So if you have a look at that one again, my knees aren't coming over my toes. I'm really, bottom's going right back and then I'm coming forward. So it's a simple move, but doing multiples of those, 10 or 20 in a row, start to feel the muscles really working through your body. It's gentle, it should feel comfortable, and you don't want to be in pain from it. Let's move to some core exercises. So we're going to lower to the floor. I'll just move this aside a touch. So let's run through what the core looks like. There's 3 main muscles to your core. You have your abdominals on the front, which allow you to crunch. You have your obliques on the side, which allow you to twist and turn. And then you have your TA muscle, your transverse abdominis, which attaches from your belly button and wraps all the way around to the back of your spine. So that muscle is your main stabilizer, which you're going to need when your body's out of balance. So we're going to be controlling this deeper muscle, which feels quite gentle, but it's so important to be able to control. So I want you to sit down, lower yourself onto the floor or carpet or bed, wherever you're comfortable. And you're going to be lying on your back, knees bent up to about 90 degrees. So from this position, you're going to think only about your belly button and think about it sinking down into the mat. So if I contract really strong, everything's going to lift and bulge. We don't want that. We want a gentle contraction down into the mat, the belly button. If you pop your hands on your side, you'll feel just those muscles there just tighten slightly, and you know you're doing it right. So in that position, once you can master that gentle sinking in of your belly button, you're then going to make it a little bit more tricky. So turning your belly button on, you're then going to slide your leg out and slide it back in and then relax. Turn your muscles on again, so belly button to spine and also your pelvic floor at the same time, and then lower your right one out and come back. It's actually relatively hard to control if you're doing it well. I'd encourage doing about 10 on each side, then having a good break from that. We'll go into 2 stretches now, which are going to keep your lower back nice and loose and also going to keep your glutes loose. So the first one, if we hop onto all fours, a good position because lying on your back later on isn't that comfortable. So you want to be on all fours like so. And all you're going to do is quite easy, is just rock your pelvis and your hips side to side. And you'll feel that that is quite relaxing through your lower back and through your spine. And it just allows you to keep up normal movement through your back. So 20 of those will be enough to loosen up through there as well. If we move to stretch of your glutes, so that's the muscle that sits on the side of your bottom. This muscle gets extremely tight for people who are pregnant throughout the whole process. Whether it's because your body's carrying so much weight that it's having to do so much work, it often causes a lot of pain down the side of the leg, that sciatic pain that you get as well. So if you can stay on top of that at the start, you'll be way ahead. So 2 ways you can do this. You can do it from a sitting position, sitting up comfortably or leaning back if you need to. If you can bring your leg up, pop the ankle or the side of the foot on your leg. Pushing you down adds more pressure and you'll feel that all the way through there, and leaning forward. So because it's a stretch, you want to hold it for about 30 seconds for it to be able to make a difference in those muscles. But try to sit, relax, and just enjoy the feel of it. If that position is uncomfortable, you can also do it on the ground or on the bed. So on your side, on your back, just here, pop your leg up again. So heel over your leg, your ankle on the top of your knee there, and then just pushing forward for a stronger stretch, or if you'd like, pushing your hands against your knee and pushing away from your body. That's going to help loosen up that glute area. So there are 5 stretches that are key for your first trimester, and some of those skills in pelvic floor and turning on your transverse abdominis muscle will continue throughout your whole pregnancy. Some exercises which are important not to do during your pregnancy are your ab curls, exercises that put that pressure through your pelvic floor and make it stretch so that it's not going to work as effectively later on. So we don't want to be doing ab curls, not a lot of jumping. You don't want any exercises that are causing you pain. They're the main key ones to avoid during your pregnancy. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you can enjoy your first trimester. I hope you can enjoy feeling free and still feeling fit. Thank you.